And I am going to explain a little bit more in detail about the. Well, alright, so. Hold on. Here's it. I'm gonna pull up my phone to kind of explain everything a little bit more. I have some notes and some strategies with the current 5 men I have. I mean, it's not really a 5 man, we don't all play at the same time anymore. But these are the roles of each individual person that we normally play as. And I'm going to kind of explain the gist of everything. Alright, so we normally have Mole on the Heartbreach. And the reason I say Mole on the Heartbreach is because he normally runs Thermite, or he used to in the past. I'm not saying he's a bad ace. I'm not going to say he's a bad ace or anything like that. But I'm going to say he's the best Thermite we have. I'm going to say he's the best strict Heartbreach and Thermite player we have. Straight up. And him taking ace leaves Heartbreaching vulnerable. Because ace can Heartbreach, but I'm not going to say he's a Heartbreacher that you can rely on all the time. Thermite, he's one and done. You can go and get the job and do it. Ace, we have a little bit of like you have to do more stuff. Like you can do it by yourself, but you have to do multiple jobs and then also go Heartbreach. Whereas Thermite, he's strict Heartbreach, and I want Mole on Heartbreach, and then I would want Titan or Titty, we call him Titty, but Titan on Heartbreach support, which would be Thatcher, Callie, or Twitch. The reason I say that is because Midnight, who is our third player, normally runs the Flank Watch or Heartbreach support itself. The reason I want Titan or Titty on Thatcher is so he can support Mole. And let's say Mole dies. Beforehand, we normally would not have a second Heartbreacher at all. Unless Chonko was running Habana, and he would normally, as Habana, go get hatches. Leaving me or Chonko with Ace would be a solid idea. Like, I'm not trying to be selfish. I really am not. I love Jackal to death. And I would main I main the actual crap out of Jackal. But, like, I don't see why run Ace over Thermite if you have Thermite present itself. Because if you have a Thermite and Ace, a Thatcher, and then like Nomad, and then Ash or Zoe or Jackal, or replace Nomad with Jackal, and then with Zoe and Ash, or Ash and Zoe, something like that. Then you have two Heartbreachers and Thermite and Ace. You have your Heartbreach support in Thatcher, or Callie, or Twitch. So, Thermite dies. Me or Chonka as Ace can go fulfill Thermite's job. It won't be as great as Thermite. It will not be as great as Thermite. But he still can do his job. Or do a pretty close to his job. And having Mole being experienced at Thermite, that's pretty much unbeatable. He normally always gets the wall open unless someone messes up around him. So if we can guarantee get the wall with mole, and we can guarantee get it with the Thatcher and someone watching them, then that lets me and Chonka probably on Ash or Zoe to solely roam clear with 2 good guns and Ash, Zoe, or Ace. Normally we're both droning. We're almost always droning. And normally Mole, Titty, and Midnight never enter the building within the last couple of seconds, depending on the wall site, depending on the site. Clubhouse, we don't enter unless we gain that wall, or they don't enter unless they gain that wall access. Chalet, they don't enter unless they gain the wall access. There's so many maps like that, and there's no purpose in running Ace unless you're getting inside of the map, taking gunfights, that sort of thing. Same with Ash, same with Zoe, same with Jackal, or pretty much anybody with a great gun. And his utility can be used like an Ash and a Zoe as well as hard breaching. So what I'm thinking is Thermite, Thatcher, and Nomad, or whoever he wants to run, Zoe for Midnight or Nomad, one of the two. Chonka probably on Ash, and then me on Ace, or me on Ash and him on Ace, either one. That would allow 3 utilities to get rid of for Ace. 2 with Ash, 2 with Zoe. That would be in total 3, 5, 7. Plus the Thatcher, plus the Thermite. That allows us to hard breach somewhere else, potentially. That allows us to get rid of any sort of Goyo Shield, Evil Eye, Echo Drone, Castles, Goyos, pretty much anything. That allows us to do pretty much anything. Also, leaving Thermite and Thatcher getting the wall with Flank Watch. It's a great lineup. So you would have these three probably, and Zoe and Ace. These 3, Zoe and Ace. So yeah, like that's like probably the ideal lineup for us. If Thatcher's banned, probably Twitch or Cali, or even Sledge, to go from above and try and get the ball, or go from below and get the ball, or even Mac in some cases. Either way, we're bringing utility to get rid of. That's what we need to do. And a lot of people on our team are not experienced with map, other than Chonka for the most part. Like some of us can do it, but like we're not great with him. And we need somebody to fulfill that role, straight up. And this is me talking to everybody watching this, but like this video is solely made for my 5 man, or the people I play with. And we always think, how can we get better, and how can we win more, and how can we hit plat, diamond, and champ? Why are we still stuck in gold? Why? And it's coordination, it's roles, and it's being not even just being coordinated. It's knowing our roles and pretty much being disciplined and knowing what to do. I get we all make mistakes. We do. Somebody doesn't watch a flank zone. Somebody doesn't watch the run out. Somebody isn't flank watching. It's human error. It is. But if we can get strict not even roles. If we can get strict operators of who we play, it will mesh together. It will. And we do not play together 24/7. We do not. Mole has tremendous confidence in everything he does. He doesn't like being told what to do, but he needs to know he is the best Thermite we got. He is. Chonka, he is the best. I I want to say he is the best fragger we have. I won't say fragger necessarily, but 9 times out of 10 you can rely on him to either clutch or get a kill within a round. Sometimes BS happens or bullshit happens, but for the most part you can rely on him. You can rely on me to do whatever my job is. I'll roam clear, I'll flank watch, I'll do whatever. I'll try to hard breach support. I'm not the best at it. You know I will try to do anything and everything I can to pull out the round. Midnight, you're gonna hate me for this. Midnight, you're a great player. Tremendous player. Great gun skill. Your IQ is starting to get there. Your IQ is developing and you're starting to get there. You really need to quit bullshitting with the I'm not as good as what everybody thinks. You're a tremendous player. You're really good. You just need to build that confidence. You need to want to. I'm not saying you don't want to win, but I'm saying you need to have that mentality of I'm going to take every single gunfight and win it. It just has to. It just has to. Like, you just have to build that confidence. You can't, like, I get you say I run T hunts 24/7 and that sort of thing. Your aim might be off, but that's just Siege in general. People have off games. People have rough patches. People have rough streaks. You just need to build that confidence. That's the only thing lacking you. Straight up, you're a great Zoe, or oh. Yeah, yes, you're a great Zoe, you're a great Nomad, you know what to do. You can flank watch, you're a great utility, get rid of. You know your job. You know your job. Titan, Titty, you know your role in attack. I'm normally not there most of the time when you do help Mole, so I can't fully actually like extend any knowledge to try and help you with that because I'm not as experienced in that, so it's not my right to tell you how and what to do something other than defense. Probably attacking wise I can't really tell you who to run or who not to run. I would say Thatcher, Callie, and Twitch, and if Thatcher is banned, try to run Maverick. Please try. Because I know you really enjoy the hard, or I don't know if you enjoy it, but you normally run Thatcher for Mole, and if you can get into the habit of running Maverick for Mole, and you're able to open up the wall to get the bandit charges and get experience with doing that, then Thatcher becomes almost obsolete. Because Maverick has a great gun, nades, and is a 3-speed. And he can also hard breach. So if Mole did die, that's a third hard breach on the team. And there's almost no need for a Thatcher. On defense, everybody knows their role, and Titan. The only thing I can say, other than I don't like changing people, but the only thing I see with anybody is probably being too aggressive or not playing the operator to play their role. Really. And it kind of comes with what you said about Buck one day. You were saying you run him for his gun and not really his gadget. And earlier, We were playing and you ran Echo. I get you did it for the ACOG, not necessarily for the gadget, but that yokai, like in the heat of the moment, we're just in the heat of the moment. We know you're just picking, you're just to pick or whatever. But if you run the like, all right, so you did pick Echo. Run the operator the way it's supposed to be run, for the most part. You use the ACOG, but also use the utility because that could have helped tremendously in that late game where I got killed and the doc wasn't holding my flank while I was defusing. That could have helped tremendously because with that yokai, that would have allowed you to stop the plant initially by yourself, and you don't have to rely on anybody to help you. You can stop it by yourself, and on top of that, you can give the call out to help us. That's the only thing I see really. Same with Maestro. You use both for the gun, not necessarily for the gadget, but you need to become more with, or you need to work on with the gadget more, I guess. Same with Pulse. But that comes with map knowledge and like developing time in the game. Other than that, I really don't know any more advice really. And the title of this video is Roles of Siege Part 2 or whatever. I'm gonna change that in a minute. But for the most part, like all five of us, like the coordination will come with time. The more we play together, but we need to know who we need to run and how to run them. If you're good at somebody, if you're good at an operator, know how to run them. Or if you know how to run them and when to run them and what to do, stick with it. It's like that old saying, if it's not broken, then don't fix it. And if it is broken, fix it. Mole ring thermite isn't broken. There's no need to fix it. Midnight running Zoe or Nomad isn't broken. Don't fix it. Titty helping with Heartbreak support isn't broken. Don't fix it. Me and Chonka on roam clear and utility, that sort of stuff, and entry fragging, it's not broken. Don't fix it. Pretty much, that's all I'm saying is like we all want to get better, but we all need to have a purpose of what we do. We need that purpose factor. So like Mole on Legion, he knows how to run Legion. Mole on Kaid, he knows how to run Kaid. We need to find that for defense. I know how to run Pulse, know how to run Castle. Well, I know how to run everything because I've played everybody. I know people I'm good with and people I'm not good with. I'm okay with Cap, I'm okay with Ella. Will I run them in ranked? Never. I will never run them two in ranked. Works, never run. You guys know who I will run for the most part. I will run anybody with intel or utility or plan deny. Intel, utility, plan deny. Meaning I will run a Pulse, a Castle, a Goyo, Smoke, a Melusi, or like intel wise, so Pulse. Sometimes Valk, not really. And Plant Deny, I will run Maestro, Smoke, Clash on occasion, Push Deny really, Castle, that's my utility, so that sort of thing. Mira, utility, Intel. Like, we need to find things that we all see in each other. Chonka can bandit trick, but he doesn't want to do that. He wants to play the Vigil, play the Mozzie, play the... Like, he wants to play other ops, which I'm cool with. I would like somebody, because like he's a good Jaeger, but he doesn't always want to run Jaeger. But like he knows who he's good with, and I know I'm good with, and that sort of stuff. We need to stick with who we're good with and not change so much. If we know it works, like the Montane plant on border, we know we can perform it and do it properly. We need to stick with what we know. And that's all I really have for explaining everything. That's the best I can explain, or that's the best way I can explain everything in order for all of us to get better. We just need to know rules, stick with what we know, and hopefully time will run its course and we all will get better. So, yeah. Uh, I know I probably will get criticism for this from you guys or feedback from you guys, but that's how I view it. I don't know. I want to hit plat and diamond sometime in the future, and yeah, like we just need to know what works and we need to do it. So yeah, that's all I have, and I will send you guys this video in a split second. So, peace. Have a good day.